the stress goes down, the pains and aches reduces. It really improves your immunity levels when someone does the pranayama regularly, improves your lung capacity, you live longer, you look younger. So there are a lot of benefits, and that's how it really helps in healing on your body as well as on your mind.
Hello and welcome to It's a Journey podcast. How are you healing today? Your host, Stephanie Naidu, welcomes guests from different parts of the globe with professional expertise in health and holistic wellness. Holistic means physical, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being. So what do all of our guests have in common? It's their dedication to help us with our healing journey and personal development. Let's dive into this new episode with our special guest and explore the answers in order to continue our personal journey's exploration towards healing and self-love.
Archana Amalapure is a health and wellness coach, a yoga teacher, and a yoga therapist. She is the founder of Ojas Yoga Wellness in Singapore, a studio she opened in 2017. Archana's venture began after working in the corporate world for 12 years and experiencing stress firsthand. After going through a major career shift, she got a Master of Science in Yoga and Science of Living. Then she completed a yoga teacher training certification and set herself on a mission to help women and men lead healthy, stress-free lives. She believes every individual and their journey is unique. Through her expertise, she has helped many individuals on their path of positive health and wellness. Archana's favorite wellness topics are women's health, stress management, morning routines, yoga, and lifestyle management. She loves to share her knowledge with others. In this 6th episode, I will be talking to Archana about breathwork. Our topic today is Take a Breath, practicing pranayama's breathing techniques. Hello Archana, welcome to It's My Journey podcast. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for inviting me. Such a pleasure to be here.
So today we're going to talk about breathwork. And I have a few questions for you. And the first one will be, what was your journey that led you to where you are now as a yoga teacher and a therapist?
Okay. So my journey goes back to, my connection of yoga when I was small. I mean, maybe I was in school. That's when I started. That's when I got introduced to yoga. But that's it. After that, with the studies and all, I could not continue it until I got married, until I, got a job. So everything was perfect in life. Everything was going well. I got a job, which is like in multinational company. Everything was fine. Initially, I started enjoying, everything new things, new work, new colleagues, new friends and everything. But after a while, I started losing my focus, or I started losing interest in my work. Somehow, I was not enjoying my work, and it was putting a lot of pressure, a lot of stress in me. And every day was a struggle for me to push myself and do that work. I was feeling that I'm just, staying around some zombies doing the same work every day. So it was really creating that stress. And I felt that I was going away from myself. I was not at all enjoying that work. And it was somehow affecting my sleep, my health, my relationship. At one point of time, I mean, it's a long story. If I talk about it, it will take very long time, but I'm just putting it in very few words. It was at some point of time, I felt that I will go into depression. It was so much because I wanted to do something on my own. I wanted to do something, create that impact in the world or help someone, but I was not enjoying that work. So, and that is when, that's the time when, again, I got introduced to yoga. I just saw a poster of that beautiful girl doing yoga. And so I thought, let me again, restart it. So the first class, after that, such a long gap was a game changer for me. I felt something shift within me. I felt that there is something, within me, which I was missing it. And then I kept going back to the yoga classes, and I kept feeling that shift in my energy levels. Basically, I was more happier. I was more, not that sad of me. I was more enthusiastic. I was taking work in a positive way. But of course, that within me, something I felt that something is missing. So that is when I thought I'll do more studies about yoga, and I did yoga teachers training. A lot of people, my colleagues especially, they were telling that you are, you are something different now. You are looking different. You are behaving differently. You feel more happy. So I give all the credit to yoga. I mean, that's when I started. I felt that I'm coming closer to myself. And I think, I mean, it's very dramatic, but one day I was doing my meditation, and I felt that yoga brought me so closer to myself. I mean, I think I came back to myself. I was really away. I was like, imbalanced everywhere. So if it's helped me, why can't it help others? So that's when I thought that at some point of time, I want to leave my corporate job. I want to do something more, help people more in their life, the people who are stressed, anxious like me. So that's when, I thought of taking it into full time and doing like a yoga teacher's step. So that is when I started teaching more and more, and then journey continued. So it's quite a bit of journey, but it is a great journey from that being in corporate. Of course, I enjoy that life, but something missing was there, and now I feel that okay, I'm doing something which I always wanted to do.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing. So, when I started yoga some maybe 20 something years ago, I will just go to the studio, do the yoga, and then just leave. And the instructor will mention, yes, the importance of breathing, but I didn't get it. So breathing, pranayama, what is it and how important is it in yoga?
Yeah, so breathing is such a beautiful, especially pranayama. I'll come to that in a while. It's such a beautiful practice. Basically, let's understand what is prana and then pranayama is. So prana is basically it's a vital energy. It's defined as the force which is in constant motion. So prana is our energy within us, what we feel. This energy which helps us to do everything. So I'm moving my hands. This is the energy which is helping me to move. I'm talking. This is the energy I need to talk. Each and everything, all the vital functions we do, this prana is very important. So it's a vital energy. It's a life force, basically. Now, pranayama is again two words, so prana and ayama. Prana is again life force, and ayama is like control, restraint, liberation, elongation, increase, so on. So basically, to regulate your prana is what pranayama is. So we have got this gift. It's a free thing. What we are getting, the prana, it's freely available. You just do it, take it without paying anything. But if we take a charge and we give that importance and bring that awareness to our prana and regulate it, make it better to work on within our layers, it really helps us in a lot of different things. So in yoga, so now yoga, right? It originated about 4,000 years ago, and that's all those rishis, all those people have understood the science behind yoga and pranayama long time ago, and now we are getting that benefits. So in Yoga Sutra is basically the Patanjali, Sage Patanjali has written all the knowledge about yoga, and it says that tasmin sati shwasa prashwasa gatir vichade pranayam. It's a Sanskrit shloka. Shwasa prashwasa is our inhalation, exhalation. Gatir vichade is pause in between our breath. So Pranayama is nothing but inhalation, elongation, regulation of inhalation, exhalation, and pause. It's not only inhalation and exhalation, but the retention of our breath is also pranayama. Now, how it is important in yoga. So we are the only beings on the planet who have conscious ability to control our breath. Not animals, not birds or plants or trees. Every being needs this prana, but we are the only ones who can regulate or control prana at our will. We have that conscious ability. So, and the prana is directly associated with our breath, basically is associated with our life. So, so the rabbits or, dogs, they breathe very fast. They take about 35 breaths per minute. And that's when their lifespan is very small. They live about 14 years, 10 to 14 years. At the same time, tortoise, their breath rate is very about 4 to 5 breaths in a minute, and they live up to 100 years. And we human beings take about 15 to 17 breaths in a minute. That's our normal breath cycle. But we have that ability to go from 17 breaths to 4 breaths in a minute. And that is what pranayama is. And again, another, prana, our breath. If I talk about in terms of the concept called Panchakosha, we have 5 layers of our bodies. So prana, our breath, is the bridge between our mind and our body. So we have body, which is our physical body. Then second layer is our pranayama kosha, which is our energy level, which is where the breath comes into picture. Then we have mind. Then we have our intellect, and then it's our bliss layer. So where we experience that complete happiness without depending on anything. So that is our bliss layer. So our breath is what controls our, connects between our physical body and the mind. So breath helps to control our senses, and then that's how we can control our mind. So if you're stressed sometimes, so if you're angry or stressed or anxious, have you observed your breath? Mm-hmm. It is short, shallow. We breathe faster. Or even if you're tired, you're not well, again, your energy depletion, you feel very tired and low. So, but at the same time, when we work on our breath, so we take deep inhalation, that's when they say, when you're angry, you take deep breaths, and immediately you can control or reduce your stress or number of thoughts goes down. So this is on very, very high level. I'm just talking about breath is the connection between mind and body. So breath is the layer where one goes to that, subtler layers like dhyana, dharana, samadhi. It's like a bliss part of the consciousness of our layers. So it's integral part. I mean, in yoga, we don't say that mind is different, body is different, or breath, our energy level, energy is different. Everything is tightly connected. So yoga means yoga iti yujyate, means yoga is what unites, right? Connects everything. So yoga is what unites your mind, body, breath, your emotions, thoughts. And the breath is very important aspect to connect everything together. So, yeah.
Well, I love your answer. It's great. Yeah, it's fascinating. Thank you so much. So how can breath work help with mind-body balance and healing?
Yeah, so I just mentioned that breath is the connection between our mind and body. Now, let's understand and let's see what problems most of the people are facing nowadays. At least I come across in my friend circle or through my clients. So what are the problems mostly we are dealing with is cancer, high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, insomnia. Sleep problem is the biggest and biggest problem. And Singapore is, I think, in top 5 countries who sleep very less. So stress, anxiety, depression, all these things are the things we are dealing with now. So if you see 100 years ago, our great grandfathers, what they were dealing with is like plague, cholera. So those are transmissible diseases like virus now coming now. But now what we are dealing with is mostly all this diseases which is called mind-body related. Means the problem starts from your mind. Stress, anxiety, anxiousness, or anger, or not like worrying, not being present. All these things leads, and those symptoms are shown on your body. So your stress, your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes high, and then you feel, the sweaty or breathlessness, or, and that again leads to the pains and aches in the body. So breath, so the pranayam is, it's such a wonderful practice. If one does this regularly, that person can stay away from diseases. So there are a number of benefits of pranayam. Simple benefits, which I always talk about, which we can experience in a while now. But simple deep breathing, conscious breathing, will help to release stress and anxiety. Which just if you're feeling very, very anxious, and just take a moment to observe your breath, inhale and exhale. Make it a little longer. Count 1, 2, 3, and exhale about 8 count or more longer exhalation. This is the simplest thing you can observe, which really brings down your number of thoughts in mind. So that is one of the things. And again, what happens is that during stress and anxiety, our nervous system is active. Means our sympathetic nervous system is active. Means your muscles are tight. You're holding your muscles tight. Your heartbeat is high. Your blood pressure goes high. Your blood sugar goes high. And the little bit stress is okay. Everybody needs that stress to push yourself to do things. But the stress, which is always consistently there during the day, if you're in that stressful condition, maybe about 7 to 8 hours, that is called chronic stress. And again, that is what leads to all this condition. But one does pranayam, that pranayam really activates our parasympathetic nervous system. So sympathetic is, flight or flight. You either fight or you just run away. But parasympathetic nervous system is rest and digest. It really calms you down. It really activates your digestive system, in the sense that when you are stressed, your digestion is completely stopped. That's why, it starts from that gas, bloating. All these are the symptoms somewhere there are in mind. So simple breathing technique really activates your rest and digestive trigger, and really reduces stress. Then again, the other benefits are improving lung capacity, oxygen level, and there are lots of things. But in terms of healing, there are healing in terms of your pains and aches as well, or stress and anxiety as well. So as I mentioned, it activates parasympathetic nervous system, brings the blood flow in your whole body. That's how the stress goes down, the pains and aches reduces. It really improves your immunity levels when someone does the pranayama regularly. Improves your lung capacity, you live longer, you look younger. So there are a lot of benefits, and that's how it really helps in healing on your body as well as on your mind.
Yeah, thank you so much. And you started to talk about techniques. So let's talk about the techniques. Please, can you tell me about the various breathing techniques, and also can you teach us one or two, maybe two techniques?
Yes. Yes. So just for the information for your audience, there are lots of pranayama techniques. We call active pranayam like Kapalbhati, Brastika pranayam, where um, we hyperventilate our lungs, in the sense we really take out that toxin carbon dioxide from our body and fills our lungs with oxygen. Then we have balancing pranayam, which we will see now, which is alternate nostril breathing, which brings that complete balance in our nadis. So I'll just explain about nadis. And then there are harmonious pranayams like Brahmari, which the vibration we generate inside helps to calm down. So there are lots of pranayams, and each pranayam also has benefits in terms specific benefits like releasing migraine, sinus, high blood pressure, hypothyroidism. There's lots of things. So we'll see two today, which I just mentioned. One is this to release stress and anxiety. Very simple. We call it in pranayam in Sanskrit. It's called Vishama Vritti Pranayama. Means we inhale for 3 counts, let's say, and exhale for 6 counts. Means we are making our exhalation longer than inhalation. And why this is very beneficial is when we are doing that. So let's say you are just sitting here, right, and your breathing cycle is about 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Sorry, not 4 minutes. So you are inhaling just for 2 counts or 2 breaths, 2 seconds, and exhaling for 2 seconds. But when we do this, what is happening within us is that it is really giving a time for our lungs to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. And that is a very, very good relaxation, just a little pause for our heart to function it properly. And again, that time, your mind doesn't have any other work but to just focus on your breath. So that's how it helps to calm down. So you can, if you're practicing with us, you can just sitting on chair. So just sit comfortably, but keep your back straight. And, just first take a moment to relax yourself first and bring whole awareness to your breath. And we are just going to do inhale for 3 count and exhale for 6 count. And we are just going to do 3 rounds. So relax completely. And we'll start our first round. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next round. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more round. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now you can slowly, whenever you feel ready, open your eyes. So, how did you feel?
Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. Feels like
it is. Yes, exactly. So that's what I say. If you're stressed, if you're anxious, just do this 5 to 10 rounds. You will get that time to think properly and respond or give that response to the person you're dealing with. But this is also, if you do it for a little longer time, more rounds, it becomes a meditation as well.
Yeah.
Because at that moment of time, your mind has to focus on your breath. It becomes a meditation. So when you focus on something for a longer time, it becomes meditation. So, and the second pranayam is Nadi Shodhan Pranayama, or it's called alternate nostril breathing in English. So, nadis, which I just mentioned, nadis is nothing but the energy channel in our body. So, in yoga, our yogic test, it is mentioned that we have 72,000 nadis, means 72,000 energy channels in our body, and our breath flows the energy flows in those channels. And then our negative thinking, our emotions, our stresses, our sanskaras basically are dealing with the outer world, creates the blockages in this energy channel, and that blockages leads to diseases. So doing this pranayama clears this energy channels. So basically, and this particular pranayama really affects the three main nadis, three main energy channels. So if anybody knows yoga or have done or understand, they are familiar, but just for information, we have three main nadis: Ida, which starts from our left side of the body, Pingla, which is on right side, and the main energy channel where all the chakras are located, it is our Sushumna Nadi, which is on our spinal cord. So when we do this pranayama, it balances our both sides of the channel, and it brings that. So it connects us to that higher consciousness, or brings us to that meditative state. Physiologically, a lot of things happen. So for that pranayama, we just do a mudra. So with your right hand, you just bend first two fingers, and you use your ring finger and thumb to close your both nostril. It's an alternate nostril. So inhale one nostril, exhale other. So you just turn your palm facing. So we just do it with right, and you close your left nostril. So again, we are going to experience 3 rounds of the pranayama here. So close your left nostril, and we start from right. Inhale right. Close your right nostril now with your thumb, and exhale left nostril. Good. Now inhale from your left nostril, same nostril, and exhale right. Good. This is one round. We are going for next round now. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Slow and settle breathing. Complete awareness to your breath. One more round. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. And exhale right. And slowly stop the practice. Whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes.
This one is one of my favorites. It's maybe my favorite, actually. I absolutely love it. It works like so nicely, beautifully. Yes. I love this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So this pranayama, we call it as a safe pranayama. Mm-hmm. You can do it anytime during the day, because a few of the pranayams you need to be empty stomach. Mm-hmm. But this pranayama, you can do it every day. And for busy people who are busy, they say that I don't have time for anything. Mm-hmm. Just do 15 to 27 rounds. It might take just about up to 5 minutes. That's all. This will work wonderfully. If you are, the manager, or where you need to take a lot of decision, and stressed person, you have to, if the person practices, it really brings that inner strength, I would say. Yeah. So very wonderful practice.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for teaching us. Okay, so my next question, I'm going to move on to another topic. You have a fantastic YouTube channel, and I know because when Singapore was in lockdown, this is why, I logged in. I just listened to your classes, and I really like it. And so there are I'm going to say free videos for everyone. And then there are also videos for your for the Ojas Yoga Studio members. So what is the best way to get the most out of an online yoga class?
So I do have everyday online classes. So we do have up to 2 to 3. So if you're interested joining, if anybody is interested to join, you can definitely come as a trial class. So we'll give you free trial class. I'll send you the, the code, the link,
code,
as well as the code for the two trial classes. You can definitely join in. So we have a variety of classes like hip opening, Ashtanga yoga, hatha yoga, shoulder focused, core yoga, restorative. So you can choose from even pranayama and meditation. We have sound bowl meditation as well. So you can definitely look out for that. But as far as my YouTube channel is concerned, there are lots of videos. All the pranayams are there. I mean, there are individual pranayam videos, as well as I have even given the 4 pranayams for busy people, 4 pranayams for lungs, 4 pranayams for, high hypertension, high blood pressure, and so on. So you can definitely get lots of benefits from YouTube.
And so for people taking the class online, what would be the best way, especially because now a lot of us, we work from home, or sometimes, the home is busy. What is the best way, maybe the environment or the time to take the online class, to really, I'm going to say, stage the space or the mind to really take full advantage of the lesson? What would be your recommendations, I would say, for someone who
for the online classes?
Yes, for someone who wants to join, how do they set up the space, what they should need?
Okay.
Is there like a better time during the day? These kind of like advice for like a new starter.
Yes, definitely. So for online classes, at least for me, we do have sessions in the morning and then evening, so which is ideal for people who are working. Definitely can join in the evening as well as weekends, but whoever can join anytime, no time restrictions, so can join in the morning. If you're a beginner, if you're starting for the first time, it's definitely recommended to take the instruction whatever teacher is giving properly, because sometimes when you're not around, I mean, in the sense that in person, physically present, we might interpret instruction differently. So again, the angle of camera, in the sense your mat should be like horizontal position, and your the screen should be in the front, so that teacher can see your posture completely. That's very, very important, because to do the safe practice is very important. So and again, if you have any doubt during the class, please ask teachers the questions and not do anything on your own. So that's why.
Okay, I know, I really like your tip, because I've never thought of that actually. So I have no idea how I set my mat. Like, I think it was the right way, but that's something that, yes, as students, we kind of like do, depending on the space we have around and how we can see the teacher. But you're right, it's like very important that the teacher see us also, so that the position of the mat is really important.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so now if we are going back to pranayama, and to maximize long-term benefits, I would say, because we have to practice to see the benefits. How do we start a practice at home?
Okay, good question. So I know, this, I just have to talk about this before I say this. A lot of people, when I see, they ignore pranayama practice, but because we don't see that the benefits, like when you do asanas or stretching or any exercise, you can feel on your body. But when you do pranayama, of course you feel that energy shift, you feel that calmness or relaxation, but there is not major changes. You feel immediately. It has to be done consistently to feel the benefits or get the benefits of pranayama. So and a lot of people ignore that. I feel very sad about it. They ignore the practice because they think that it is boring, it is time consuming, I can't sit for a long time, this and so all these reasons, all these myths or reasons, I would say. But if one does this pranayam regularly, definitely a lot of benefits. Now, how to start at home? So if you're a beginner, if you don't have any knowledge about pranayam or breathing techniques, I would definitely suggest to do it with a teacher, at least few sessions, or join a class. Do it under guidance of teacher. This is because then you will know the techniques. Then once you're familiar, then you can use my YouTube channel, or you feel any other teacher's video is good, you can follow that. Then once you know the technique, you don't have to follow any video. So you make your routine that, okay, today I can spend 10 minutes or 5 minutes. So I'll just do this breathing, just inhale, exhale, elongation, like with the count 3 or 6, 4, 8. And then I'll do, alternate nostril breathing, Kapalbhati. So you just fix your schedule and practice it. And to practice this, very important thing is self-will, your willpower and your discipline and your consistency. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. So you have to push yourself. That's what I keep telling people and keep suggesting my clients as well. And I just want to talk about this. If someone needs help in this area, because I have a very wonderful online program which is called Breath and Meditate. I do have 15 videos. So I had done this program offline, in the sense in person, and I got those same videos and it's online. So if anybody wants, it's a 30 minutes video. So 10 minutes stretching, 10 minutes breathing, and 10 minutes of meditation. So everything together, just 30 minutes you have to give the time. So if anybody is interested, I can definitely give that. So that will be a great point to start at home.
Yeah, and then after, it's like any habit, as you say, it's like it takes practice. So every day we just have to stick to it. And I read that to, like, for a habit to form and then become a lifestyle, it takes 90 days. So yes.
Wow. Yes, I heard from 15 to 21 days is
Yes.
to make your body or yourself get into the habit. So that's why I made this 15 minutes to start with, 15 days to start with.
Perfect. All right. So my last question, and this is a little bit more personal. I would like to know about your spiritual daily practice.
Yeah. So it keeps changing, but the few things which are always permanent is, I like to spend that 30 to 40 minutes of time in the morning for myself. Again, I do it, but it's not really very regular, but at least try to do it about 4 to 5 days in a week. So generally when I get up, I start my day with warm water, and then I do about 5 to 10 minutes of core work, basically, the yoga asanas like plank and all, because the rest of the practices I anyways do it during the day while teaching. More stretching and all happen, but I focus more on core or the strength-based yoga practices, just for 10 minutes, just to wake myself up from the sleep. And then I do pranayam. Pranayam is very important. I just do this Kapalbhati. If I have a short time, if I have more time, I do more. But Kapalbhati is the active exhalation. And then I just very briefly spoke about retention, that holding breath. Because, in yoga, it is said, they said that the main essence of pranayam is to hold breath. And there are lots of benefits of holding breath, retention. So I try to practice it every day, about 5 counts. And after that, it's my short meditation, just sitting with myself. And after that, I do write journal. I mean, my diary is still here. I made some notes. So I do write my goals and, what is that 3 things I learned the previous day, or what is that? 3 things I learned, and I forgot. But I do write every day. Wins of the day. Yes. What
I
I
love
got
that.
the
Yeah,
three
cool.
wins, and I listened to one of the podcasts, and that's when I got this idea. So
Yeah.
I recently started, but I used to do journaling and all, but not this. But this is really powerful. Sometimes I don't know what are my wins and what are my learnings, but I just spend that time what I learned, and it's really powerful. So I do this, and this is my complete practice in the morning. At least 4 days minimum I do, um, where I don't have to drop my son to school. That day I can't practice, but yes, 4 days is minimum I practice.
And so how long does that take, your whole practice?
About 30 minutes of yoga, breathing, and meditation, and 5 to 7 minutes of journaling.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. I mean, very doable.
Yeah.
Even for
Yes,
busy
yes.
moms. Yes.
I mean, I would say nobody's busy. We have time for social media,
Yeah.
so we can take out time for 30 to 45 minutes for
Absolutely.
ourselves. Can do it, and
Okay.
everybody should do actually.
Absolutely, absolutely, I totally agree. Archana, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for answering all my questions, and I really love your enthusiasm and how you share the exercise that I will definitely practice.
Thank you so much. I hope your audience benefits or take away from this and is helpful for them. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You can learn more about Archan and Ojas Yoga and Wellness on Facebook at Ojas Yog, on Instagram at Ojas_yoga_wellness, and Twitter at Ojas_yoga. You can also visit www.ojasyog.com. All the links are listed below in the comment section on YouTube. Thank you to all our listeners, and see you very soon for more on healing, self-love, and your personal journey.
Thank you for listening and for taking time for yourself. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast, share this episode with others on social media, or leave a rating and a review. To catch the latest from Ujvati, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Ujvati. Thanks again, and see you on the next episode.